Hey, it's Rick Barker, and hello, and how the heck are you? So, let me first off share with you what we're going to cover in this video and why I'm going to do it the way that I'm going to do it. So, I've got 3 pages of notes here. And the reason that I have 3 pages of notes is because I want to be able to stay on track, and I want to be able to do what I wanted to do the other day. So, the other day, I was asked by Recording Revolution to host a 3 to 4 hour workshop. And the amount of people that signed up for this workshop was absolutely amazing, the amount of people that were there. And what I did is I sat down and I said, okay, I want to cover the mindset, I want to cover business setup, I want to cover fan engagement. But more importantly is I really wanted to answer your questions. I am a teacher by heart. Every day people are asking me questions because a lot of you are just at your wit's end with this business. You're frustrated. So as we attempted this workshop online for the first time, any of you that have been to my workshops, I'll teach for 5 and 6 hours in a day by myself. We'll break it down. We'll answer questions. Very involved. During breaks, I'm sitting there answering questions. So immediately the chat went off and hundreds of questions came through. And my initial instinct was to go into fixing mode. I'm a fixer. That's what I do. That's why people hire me, as I solve problems. So I saw, in my mind, I saw 100 problems. I saw all these people had these questions that wanted to be answered, and I started jumping in and answering questions. And a lot of what I had set up to teach that first hour just kind of got thrown out the window. It was like I went into teaching mode, I went into answering questions, and then at that first break, it was like, whew, okay, let's reevaluate this for a second. So for the next few hours, as you'll see in the replay, or those of you that were there the whole entire time, we taught, we answered questions. We taught, we answered questions. So a lot of you who are just watching this for the first time, you may jump in on that other video, which there's some magic that happened in there. You know, we had 350 something people at the start, and we had like 308 people for almost 4.5 hours later. And some were like, dude, I got to go to work, or it's 3 o'clock in China. I've got to step back. So I want you to be able to go back to that video. That's yours. But I also want to be able to give you this, the 9 areas that I really think you should cover on. Now, some of you thanked us because we taught with a beginner's mindset. Well, you know what? Not everybody's in the same place, you know, and I don't want you ever feeling like you're getting bored. Well, I already know that, or I already have a website, or I already have this set up. So we're going to break this down, and you're going to be able to fast forward past the parts that you feel you already know. But let me caution you, okay? Unless you've been taught by me, I may tell you something that you didn't know. There's so many things that have changed in the business. That's why I just recently went back, as you see here, the masterclass. I took my 5 products that I've had on the market for 5 years, and I took them completely off the market and rebuilt the masterclass because so much has changed. Things change on a yearly basis. Heck, with social media, things change on a monthly basis. So just because you think you may know it, you owe it to yourself to go back and at least listen. Okay? I'm not telling you need to change anything, but I'm telling you there's some very valuable information in here. So we're going to cover the mindset. We're going to cover securing your social channels and your domain. We're also going to talk about a website, how to get it. I'm going to give you an over-the-shoulder look. I'm going to go in and open up my computer, and I'm going to walk you through a lot of the steps. Now, we're not going to spend hours on this, okay? I'll tell you that right now. But you're going to have the tools and the resources. There's a lot of this stuff you're going to need to do on your own, but you're going to have all the tools in order to do that. So let's go ahead right now and just kind of jump in immediately. And like I said, I'm going to stay on my notes here, so excuse me for reading. The music business, as you've probably learned, isn't your typical business. And what I mean by that is that your work and your rewards aren't really in proportion to each other. In a lot of businesses, if you're struggling in your business, you can throw money at it, you can hire people, you can buy more equipment, gets things rolling, and all of a sudden you're okay. In the music business, it's so subjective to what other people think that you can do all the things right, and maybe still not be where it is that you want to be. And that's really hard for a lot of people to handle. I'll tell people when I sit down with them for the first time is I say, look, we're trying to function in a dysfunctional business. And what I mean by that is that our rewards aren't always in proportion to the work that we put in. And a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of times we get frustrated because we want things to be the way we want them instead of accepting where things are. So the music business, one, it's a very tough business. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. But the cool part about music is everyone can do music. Not necessarily everyone can handle the business side of things. So we're assuming that you've got music, you've been working really hard to create this music. Now you want to know what to do with it next, okay? The key you got to remember too in this is that you're the boss. This is your business, okay? It's not my business. It's not your manager's business. It's not your parents' business. This is your business, and you have to tend to your business every day. And a lot of times you don't physically have to be there, but there are tools that you can put in place to make sure that your business is running smoothly. There are tools that you can put in place to make sure that the customer service part of your business is being taken care of. And those are the things that I'm going to share with you. You really have to understand that before you go and just throw your music out there, there are certain things that need to be set up first, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about going out. I had mentioned securing your website, securing your domain, registering your social media channel. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your website. And the reason that you're going to want to get your own website is because that's the one thing that you own. So for me, I have rickbarker.com. I have themusicindustryblueprint.com. I own socialmediaformusic.com. Those are businesses and those pertain to me. So I control everything that's on my website. I don't control everything that's on social media, and neither do you. I don't control whether ads pop up. I don't control where they send you next. I do control everything on my website. So what you want to do is this company's called namecheap.com, and you go there and it says domain. So you can search for a domain. So you can type in, I'm just going to type in, I'm going to make it up, Rick Barker Music, and we're going to search. So it's going to let me know what's available. I suggest you do the same things for you. So rickbarkermusic.club is available, rickbarkermusic.co, .online, .us, .ai, all these different ones are available. rickbarkermusic.com is not available, but that is okay. You want to go ahead and secure what's available for you. It may take you a couple times. You could do your name official, you could do your name music, your band name, whatever it is. So you go ahead and you pick it up, and you're going to get it for 99 cents a year, and you're going to just add it to your shopping cart, and you're going to get it. I would suggest going ahead and picking it up for a couple years. Now, some people are going to tell you you need to go register all of these. I don't believe that way. I figure that you're going to be driving people to your business. If you can get rickbarker.com, rickbarker.net, rickbarker.org, go ahead and grab those if money's not an issue and you want to own them all so that nobody could ever put up a porn site with it kind of being like your name or however you want to protect it. It's completely up to you, but at least make sure that you get one of those. Once you have your domain name, then you can go over to a company like Wix.com. Wix.com allows you to build a website from the beginning. So when you're into Wix.com, I've got a few different sites here, but all you need to do is we'll just type it in again. We'll go to Wix.com, and as we click in, this is how you're going to see it. Let me go ahead and sign myself out so it doesn't show you a log out. So you can go to Wix.com, you can go to Squarespace, you can go ahead and get started. So you click Get Started, you create your own username or password or whatever. I already have one like you saw, so I'm going to go ahead and log in with my Facebook page. And you just go, and it's as simple as you can go here, create a new site. As soon as you open it up, what kind of website do you want to create? Music. Click on music. Let Wix create it for you, or create yourself with the whatever. I like this. Answer a few simple questions. Automatically get it. Why not go there so you can just play with it? Let's put start now. Okay, what kind of music website do you want? DJ, musician. Let's go musician. What kind of music website do you want? Then we go to next. We're doing this together, okay? Does your website need any of the following? Sell online, take bookings and appointments, get subscribers, create a blog. Let's put sell online in case you want to have a merch store. Go ahead. What is the name of your band or business? Rick Barker Music. We'll just do this. Where is your business located? I'll just put Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee. Wix wants to learn about you, Rick Barker. Wix will start by gathering, so they're going to go grab some stuff from the public internet. Okay, here we go. We didn't find your business. Rick Barker Music in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's just put Rick Barker in Nashville, Tennessee and see what comes up. Whoa, hello. You can go ahead, add social media network. Let's just go to Twitter real quick. I'll paste in this link. Go here. If you just click on your name, it's now going to see how it says Rick Barker Music. Let's edit, copy. Let's go here. I'm just going to do one to make it quick and easy. Next. Hello. Start. I would like, let's go classic. I'm just picking something. You're going to want to go through and create this for yourself. So now Wix is going ahead. It's preparing. Create my website. Arranging my header and my footer, adding a welcome section. So it's going ahead and it's doing it for you. Now, there are places that you can go get your website built for you. Maddie Newton's, which I'll show you here in 2 seconds when this is done, she built her website on Wix, and it covers everything. Because what you're going to want to make sure that you have on your website is they want to be able to see you, hear you, connect with you on your socials. Okay, so here's this cool little website that they've done for me to get started. You can go in. Here's a music section. You'll be able to go in and add music. Here's some tour dates. Here's your bio. Here's your contact. You can go ahead and preview what it's going to look like. Look how beautiful that is. And look how fast. Then you're able to go in and change all of this stuff up. You're able to upgrade and be able to have a few more options and things like that. But it's very important to get your website. Here's Maddie's website. You can hear her. You can go connect with her on all of her different socials. We'll come back to this. You can sign up for some free music. It's got this slider. This was a free website. It's beautiful. It covers everything that you need to know. The key is for them, it's got to be easy for people to be able to hear your music. Too often, I'll let you hear Maddie for a second.
You've heard this story 1,000 times. Boy meets girl and what?
Okay, so you've got the ability here. She's got her Spotify channel. Everything you see on the screen right now, this is called above the fold. So you want to make sure that they can get to your music above the fold, that they don't have to hunt.
Left that part out.
So she made it very easy. If I'm logged into Spotify, it would have opened up and I would have been able to play everything. Okay, so you want to make sure that everything, like we said, is above the fold for the music. But this is a one-page website. You don't need a lot of pages. Too often, people are lazy now. They're not going to go read a whole bunch of stuff. So one other suggestion that I suggest is that your bio can be a video. Like on my website, it's if we just go real quick, let me just go here. real quick to rickbarker.com. On my website, I do kind of what I believe is what I call it. It's like what I believe. So when people come to my website, I have one goal for them. Here's my social proof.
I cannot believe that this is happening right now. Oh my gosh, I want to thank everybody at Big Machine Records and my family. My mom's my date tonight. I want to thank...
So she thinks, go ahead, I'll let you finish sharing what you think.
Borchetta.
Sorry, the internet.
My manager, Rick Barker.
Okay, so all I'm doing is when people find Rick Barker for the first time, they hear Taylor thank me a couple times, they hear Scott. I want people to take a quiz. I want to be able to help them immediately. So I don't clutter my page with a lot of stuff. Give them a copy of my book. Why am I giving you a copy of my book? Because then I get your email address and now I can start building a relationship with you. And then my video, instead of having this, I've got a long bio, not a long bio, but for those that like to read. But for those that don't, here's how they get to know about me.
So a lot of people ask me what it is that I believe about the music business. And I'll tell you, I believe right now it's the best time ever to be in the...
You can do that for your music too. You can sit there and say, hey, my name's Rick Barker. I'm a, hip hop artist out of Nashville, and this is who kind of people compare me to, but the best way to know more about me is to hear my music, and boom, you could go right into some music. There's so many different things you can do when it's your website and you own it. So after you've secured your domain, after you have gone out, you need to go secure your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, because you're going to need those things to be able to put in on your website. So right now, as you remember, I only had put my Twitter. So if you don't have all that, make sure that you secure those in the beginning. Get the best that you can, as close to the same as you can, but it's not that important because as you see here with the little Twitter bird, it doesn't say Rick Barker Music. It's going to go wherever it is that I send them. So don't be as concerned or get freaked out if you can't get your name or your name music or your name official. Get something close. If you already have a Twitter account and you've started growing a business on it, all you're going to do is put that URL. That's this thing right up here. This is the URL, twitter.com/Rick Barker Music or whatever yours is, and that's going to end up going in on your website. Okay, so let me go ahead and close out of this. I have so many tabs that are open right now, so I want to shrink them as we kind of go along. So we've gotten that. So let's go here real quick. So secure your social channels and domain. We've done that. You understand. Go to twitter.com. And when you go, let me log out real quick. You'll see what this looks like right away. Is twitter.com. You're either going to log in or you're going to get started. Those are your two options. Log in or get started. That's the way it's going to be with all of them, okay? So you're going to want to be able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and log back in because we're going to need that here in a second. Another thing I want to tell you, unless you're a really dark band, bright colors tend to work better now with websites, okay? So try to stay away from the blacks. Try to stay away from fonts that you can't read. Even though you may think it's super cool, make sure that everything you can read, okay? Make sure there's some uniformity. I think that's the right word. Make sure that it fits your brand and your personality, So like I said, what I'm assuming right now is that we already understand what our music is. We understand a little bit about us. I can go into detail on that in a whole other teaching. I can spend hours on branding. But right now we're assuming you've created your music, you've got some photographs, you kind of know who you are, what you want to do. Now we're going to go out and start launching our business. You've been working really hard up to this point. Also, too, on your website, you want to be able to install a pixel. Okay, so if we go back to, let me do this again. Let me go back to Wix. The reason that we're going to install a pixel is because this is going to allow us at a later date to retarget people who have visited our website. Okay, so I'm going to go manage and edit the site. And down here, it's going to say tracking. When you click on tracking, when you upgrade, which you should, you'll be able to install a pixel code. Where you find that pixel code, let me see. Let me go see which tab I have here. Helping you, powerful tools. That's PayPal. We'll get to that in a second. There we go. Facebook. So we're going to go to, I'll give you this right now, we'll just go business.facebook.com. We're jumping ahead here, but I just need you to have this because I'm going to show you where to get all this in a second. So business.facebook.com, you'll click on this little menu item here. You'll go down to Pixels. Then you're going to go over to Add Data Source, and you're going to put Facebook Pixel. And you're going to, what do you want to call it? You can create whatever it is that you want. You can go in here, call it whatever you want. I'll just put Test Pixel, or we'll just put Website. Website Pixel. You click Create Pixel. Here's what it's going to do. It's going to give you some code. It's creating it right now. You take, it says manually install the code. You're going to go down here, you're going to copy it, and then you're going to go over to your website where it tells you to put in your code in the header, and you're going to do that. All right. So there we have that. So you've got your website, you've got a pixel set up on it. Not concerned anymore about collecting email addresses from the website as we used to. If you're like me, you're trying to figure out how to get less emails and not more emails. So there's another strategy involved there. I'll go in, get some information, give you something of value. It's different for my business because I have something that people usually want. If they just get to know you, they may not want your music enough yet in order to give you an email address. So we're not going to ask them for it, try to steer them away. We can go get them later. With that pixel, we can run some cool Facebook ads and show your music to people that have visited your website and things like that. Plus, we can do it later inside of an email address. So there we have it with the website. You've got your website. You want to make the design clean and simple. You want to make sure they can hear your music. You want to make sure that they have a way to connect with you on social media. You want to make sure that you've got your pixel involved there. And Maddie Newton was a really good example for you there. The next thing you want to get set up is you want a place to be able to collect money. There's a few reasons why you want to collect money, okay? You want to, well, one, because you would ultimately like to be in business and be able to make a living doing your music. So there's a few things when you work with distributors, which in a second we're going to talk about digital distribution. They're going to need places to send your payments. PayPal is worldwide, it's universal, and people trust it. So all you do is go to paypal.com and you sign up for a PayPal account. After you have signed up for a PayPal account, I want you to sign up for a PayPal.me. PayPal.me is amazing because it allows people to send you money. So if I go to PayPal.me /Rick Barker. Sorry, I can't type. Barker Music. We call this our virtual tip jar. So this is a blank slate. So somebody could go and put in $5, hit next, and boom, they instantly give me $5. Inside of my program, we do this thing with Facebook Live where you put up a virtual tip jar and you call it that. I'll show you in a second one when we're in Facebook with Don Beyer. But what else is neat is, let's say that you're selling a CD and you go ahead and put the paypal.me /Rick Barker and you're selling your CD for $10 and you just push 10. Now all of a sudden the price is preset at $10 and people hit next and you just make it real easy for them. You're able to give them that link. You're able to email it to them. You're able to put it in your Facebook post and things like that. So you want to make sure that you have yourself set up. As we talk about in the other program, I'm not going to cover a lot of what's in the other video because you have access to it. But once you set yourself up legally, you know, your PayPal account will connect to your bank account and you're able to transfer money directly into your bank account. And it's great for tax reasons. They keep up with money that you get. They keep up with money that goes out. It's a great tool to have. I have myself set up on a business account, which cost a couple bucks, but I do it because I'm a business. There are certain investments you're going to have to make in your business. You can't get everything for free, but no one can. You can't run a business for free. You have to invest. So what I'm trying to do is show you the free options in the beginning, and then as your business grows, you may want to upgrade some of these things. All right. So we've got our place to collect up money. That makes it super simple. The next thing we want to do is we are going to want to register our music. There is a difference between registering your music and copyrighting your music. Copyrighting your music protects the work that you've written. It does nothing about telling people who to send the money to. So a copyright protects and says that you are the owner of this. Like I said, you can go online and read all you want about copywriting music and when you should do it, the pros and cons and things like that. I'm not going to give you legal advice because I'm not an attorney. I can just tell you that in Nashville and with my clients, once it goes pen to paper, we have a file that we set up on our email, and we email a voice memo of the song to ourselves and the lyrics, and it's got a timestamp and a date, and that works for right now. When we're getting ready to put a record out, when we're getting ready to release a song to radio, then you go ahead, pay the $35 or whatever it costs in your country and get the copyrights done. There are also opportunities where you can register a package of songs together, like 10 songs for the same price. I don't know what that price is right now, but let me just give you this real quick. Go to Copyright Society. No, that's the Copyright. It's .gov. Copyright.gov. Register a copyright. You can register a copyright, performing arts, music, lyrics. Click on it. Here's what it says. Performing arts, other services, great. You go in and albums, audiobooks, beats. Let's see. About us. You can read whatever. Read all day long. Do all you want there. I have nothing to copyright right now, but you go in. That's where you find it. You can also go to our good friend Google. How to copyright a song. Free copyright songs. RocketLawyer.com, okay? Record your song in a tangible medium, register for an account, fill out the copyright, pay the fee. You can also do best ways to copyright a song from Wiki. You can go, how much does it cost to copyright a song? Once again, LegalZoom, remember them. They were going to help you set up your business. If you register by mail, you can send the fee by check. Starting May 1st, basic registration fees from $35 for an online registration of one work, $85 for whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can go in. Fees, U.S. Copyright Office. And it's going to tell you right now. Single application, single author, single claim, one work, $35. Okay? So it's $35 a song. Group registration of serial per issue. You can go in and figure out all this stuff. But it's expensive. So if you write 100 songs a year, that's $3,500, and one of those songs may go out and do something for you. So now you can see why it is that people wait. So getting your music registered, though, that's what we want to talk about right now. We want to go back. So there are two companies in the United States that you can join without invitation. That's ASCAP and BMI. Canada, you've got SOCAN. If you are from another country, you want to go do the research to find out who the performance rights organizations, or other words known as PROs, in your country. You want to sign up. Most of you are going to be your first publisher and you're the writer. So music is split up into two things. There's the publishing side and there's the creative side, okay? Each get paid differently, okay? ASCAP, BMI, they will pay you, the writer. ASCAP, BMI will pay the publisher. If you're both, you're going to get paid by both, Okay. When you sell records, when records are sold, certain people get paid, then you get money distributed out to you. We'll talk about that here in a second. But with ASCAP, it's super easy. Join ASCAP now. Click on Join ASCAP now. And just follow the instructions. Okay. BMI is the other one. Are you a creator or are you music? Okay. Once again, click on creators. Log in, build a form, however you got to do. Go in, read all of this stuff. You should be educating yourself on this. But these are the two companies, ASCAP and BMI. ASCAP and BMI, you are giving them, when you register with them and you register your songs with them, you're giving them permission to collect money on your behalf from throughout the world. So if your music's played and the little machines that they have dictate it, it goes into an account, and then from that account, they will distribute money to you periodically throughout the year. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get your money registered before you start putting it out there. Okay, if you are from Canada, it's called SOCAN, and you do the same thing. Okay, you go in and publishers, become a member, and just follow the process. Okay, so there we go as far as registering your music. Now, the one place, and this is going to protect you tremendously, the one area that many people forget about is called Sound Exchange. Sound Exchange is the company that collects your money from internet radio stations. Okay, so there's regular radio stations, then there's internet radio stations. So Sirius XM, Pandora, some of these other internet radio stations. Sound Exchange is who collects your money there. And that's who distributes to you. The cool thing about Sound Exchange is they hold the money for a certain period of time. There may be money that you have that has been unclaimed up to this point. So as you join Sound Exchange, they can even go back and find money that might be yours, that's just kind of been sitting there waiting to be claimed. Okay, so don't forget about Sound Exchange. Now, you need to register as both the provider or the artist and the copyright owner. So you're both. Okay, so here you go, register. And it's going to ask you the question, register yourself, register someone else. If you are the record company, if you paid for your own music, you are the record company too. So make sure that you are the artist and you're the copyright owner and you're the owner of the music itself. Okay, so register for all of it. CD Baby has a great resource where they can help you out as well. We're going to talk about them in just a second with digital distribution. So you've set up your business properly. You've secured everything. You've got a website. You've got your music registered. Now people know that if it's played, who they're supposed to pay. Now you want to get your music out to as many people as possible. And you're going to do that with a company, or they're called digital distribution companies. And these digital distribution companies, what happens is iTunes just doesn't let you as a person come to them and upload your music. They don't let, Spotify doesn't let you do that. Amazon, Google. There are certain things that they have to have in place in order for it to be that uniformity word again. There are certain restrictions that they have. So what they want you to do is you're going to reach out to someone like CD Baby, DistroKid, TuneCore. You've heard the names of these companies. So you pay them to distribute your music worldwide. Now, if you want to know who the best for you is, Ari'sTake.com. Ari did a great evaluation over here on the left. It says CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid. He did a comparison for you, the pros, the cons, everything. It's a great read. Also, you should follow Ari anyway because he's brilliant and he's got an amazing book that's out right now that's one of the best books I've ever read. Let me show you where it's at right here. Oh, there he is doing his thing. You know what's so funny is Ari doesn't even have his book on the front page. That knucklehead. Okay, who is Ari? Let's get him up here. he wrote a book, Everything You Need to Know About the New Music Business. Look at him. I'm going to go bust his ass. All right, Ari. Okay, so here's what you want to do. Let's go real quick. I want you to go get this book. Go to Amazon.com. Type in Ari Herstand. Okay? And here's his book, How to Make It in the New Music Business. It's unbelievable. It will be the best $20 that you've ever spent. It will give you the education, the resources. He is a touring artist. He makes a living. He talks about everything inside that book. So you can go get that book. But Ari will help you understand a little bit more about these different companies. The reason that I like CD Baby, one is because I can get them on the phone. They have amazing customer service. They also have a program called CD Baby Pro, which basically they will act as your publisher and your money collector and things like that. They also have a service where they'll call different playlists, try to get you on those various playlists. So it's super important that you're working with a company that gets you and understands you. CD Baby is the company that I recommend, but go find out. They're not the cheapest. They're not the most expensive, but for me, they're the best. And that's who I love in that capacity. All right. So we've got your digital distribution. Now what we want to do is we want to talk a bit about creating visual pieces. So as your music is out there, as you're getting ready to start utilizing social media to grow these things, we want to go out and create some digital pieces in order to do that. And it's super simple. People hear with their eyes right now. You know, when you go to, let's go back to Twitter here real quick, and I'll just search Maddie Newton again. I use Maddie a lot. Maddie's been with me for a long time. So on Maddie's website, you know, here's pictures. Here's her and her dog. She's sharing something. Here's this. I shared a little bit of this the other day. You know, let's go look at Callie Rohde. What's Callie doing today? Callie, here's her music video. She has a pinned tweet. She has it pinned to the top. She made this cool little image, okay? And I'll show you exactly how she made that. She made it in a program called Canva, CANVA.com. Now I'm going to show you real easy how easy it is to make something. So as you see up here on the design, they have certain sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and make an Instagram post. So I'm going to take this Instagram post and I'm going to use a piece of music. You could take 30 seconds of your song and create. So some of the stuff over here you can use for free. So let's just take this. Okay. Just double click on it. Now I can start. Okay. So let's do this. Here's the song I'm going to work with. So let me go into iMovie. So what I did in iMovie is I dropped a 3.5 minute long song. iMovie is on the Mac. You can use any editing system you want. So I took this 3.5 minute song. I just drug it over. I'm not going to teach you how to use all of these things. Like I said, there's certain things you need to learn on your own, but this is how you would do it. You would take this, drop it down. Now here's the hook. I created 20 seconds. So here we go real quick. Let's just let you hear it.
I'm still looking for you cheap in every parking lot. Still taste your lips with every whiskey shot.
Okay. So we could sit there and say, okay, still taste your lips with every, you can just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's just anything you want with every whiskey shot. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go look for an element. I'm going to type in whiskey shot. See what comes up. Boom. There's that. There's that. You can pay for it, remove the watermark. It's $1 if you want, or you could go, here's a free one. Don't know what the heck that has to do with whiskey shot, but you could just create this. So like I said, we're just creating something. Let me undo that and undo that. Get rid of this. Let me just get rid of that. You can go here. Where are you at? So there's the whiskey shot that we have. All right, where are we at here? I don't even want the peanuts anymore, huh? Let me just get rid of that. Trash it. Okay, with every whiskey shot, I'll double click on it. I'll make it white. That way we can see it. Go here, I'll make it white. And we'll just put download. We're just going to save it. You can go in, have fun, as you can see in a second. I have all kinds. Oh, hold on. They're wanting that. I don't want that. Never mind. Let me go to the background. Get rid of it. Yeah, so I want the free one. Let's just put this. Download. It's going to download. You're going to save it as an image. Here it is. You can just save it right to your desktop. Let's just save it first. Okay. So then I come in and it says import the media. I drag the media in here. I drag it down here. I spread it out to go as far as the music goes. And now I've got myself.
I hope you found whatever I ain't found, yeah.
So then when you save it, file, share as a file, you're going to save it as a movie right on your computer. Then I'm going to show you what you do with it. So now it goes. I'm saving it. As it saves as a movie, you're now able, let me go ahead and just get rid of it. Oh, cancel. Make sure it's on your desktop. There's the test movie MP3. Actually, I want to save it again. Hold on, file, share, file. I want to save it here. And we'll say that. We got the image as well. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this for you. Put the band instead. I'm gonna get rid of that. File, share, file, format, video and audio. There we go. Next. Save. The reason that we need it as a video and an audio is that I'm going to upload it into socials for you right now and show you how that works. Okay, so we're going to go into Facebook, for example, and inside Facebook, we're going to go to your page. So let me just do this real quick while we're in here too. So all of you have to have a personal Facebook page before you can create a band page. All you do is you're here, you go up to this little arrow, and you put create page. Once you create it, what are you? Sorry, girl. Once you create your page, where are you at? Let me get rid of it. I see that's what I get when I get so many things that are open. Once we go in Facebook and we go here, create page, artist or band, select what you are. I am an artist. Get started. Boom, you start building your page. So then you go out, and I'll just go ahead and open up Maddie's real quick. Here, we'll go to Callie. So here's Callie's page. Once you open up her page, all you're going to do in order to post that video is where it says right here, write something. You click here. You click add photos or videos. You go take your video. You choose it. It's going to upload it. Now it's in there. You write your description. You write whatever you want. And now you've got, I took it away. You've got yourself a video in there. And that's what, you know, here she's got a picture of her Spotify page. Let's see what she's been on here a second. Here's, she did this. Okay. So she just took this. She's playing at the Peppermint Club. She took it right from her phone. She posted it up. Now she's got a video that's on her page instead of just text or something like that. So it's real super simple and easy to do. But she made this inside of Canva. So some of the things that we've done here, you know, I made this inside of Canva. You know, just announcing my podcast. I have tons of different designs and things in here. It saves it for you. You know, here's an ebook cover. You know, you guys may have seen these on my socials. You know, here we are in my Instagram. This was made on Canva. This video we made in iMovie.
I hear a lot of artists saying like, oh, I can't handle social media.
So notice I'm not even looking at the camera, you know, but this serves a purpose for what it is. And a lot of times we try to be so perfect. One of my things are positive quotes. You know, here's my podcast episode. This is a tool.
The Bobbycast. Bobby's talking to people inside the industry. You get to hear the real stories of just how long it.
Okay. So there's all kinds of different things that we're able to do with graphics. And you see, this is what's attractive. This is what people are looking for right now. This gets people's attention. And with Twitter especially, you know, let me go back here to Twitter. So on my Twitter page, so here's my feed. So this is what's happening on my feed right now. So as we're sitting here, as you can see, every time I move, something changes. So let me go to this app. So that's why we have to. So if scroll through, what's catching your attention? You're not reading any of this. This is what's catching your attention. It's these visuals. This is why we do it. Because there's a thing called TweetDeck. I'll just show you this real quick. All day long, we're trying to get people's attention. So my homepage, the activity, see how fast that's moving? That's how fast my homepage is moving. My goal is to get in the notifications and to get in the messages. That's why we encourage people how to follow people and to follow people back. And one of the keys with following on socials is that you want to make sure that you're always finding engaged fans. And that's going to get us into this. Also, too, another thing, last thing before I slip away from making visuals and videos like that, invest in a small little tripod. They're a few bucks. Once your phone is set up and it's stabilized, you can get away with that. It will sit there and you're able to play music to it. You're able to do Facebook Lives to it. There's a lot of things. Let me show you Dawn Beyer real quick on Facebook. Let me go here real quick. I tell you, I'm all over the place. I love you guys. That's why I'm doing this. Let me get rid of this. Let me close out some of this stuff. Okay. CD Baby, we're done. The site, we're done. Callie on Facebook. So let's go to Dawn Beyer real quick. So Dawn Beyer and I did a program called the 5-Figure Facebook Formula. She's made, the first year I started with her, she did about 74,000. Last year she did over 100,000. So every morning, so here's, she's doing, let me go show you her live. Okay, so here she is.
Shandy chillin' with my my beer hugger.
See how steady it is? Okay, she's just sitting here getting ready to play her guitar.
Show out in
she has her virtual tip jar where you can give her money. Okay, here's her PayPal.me, the real Nashville. Like I told you, anybody can give her money. She's going to thank them. But this is how good your phone is. You don't have to have fancy equipment. Okay?
Yeah, original music. What's up, guys?
Let me just back.
Our love now. Feet are left and wrong. The ground rock, the ground new. Let it all fly by. Take my hand and hold on tight.
Okay, so so she was on for 20-something minutes. Right now, Dawn's making about $500 a day doing these Facebook Lives. From that, she'll also book house concerts and things like that. So with Facebook, as we're starting to grow our fan base, the key is that we show up every day. That's the key. You heard me mention, treat your socials like your meal plan. Give them something for breakfast, give them something for dinner, give them something for lunch. So let's just take a look at today for Dawn, okay? So she pinned this post because she's obviously
15 when I did that. Got to meet him a few times.
6 million views.
And
okay.
He's one of my favorites. This is my dad's favorite song of his. It's called He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Okay, so this is a video that she did in 2017 that's already received over 6 million views. She pinned it to the top of her post. It's from a Facebook page called Country Rebel, which is a clothing company. It's got a huge audience. She gets to now go on their page and play music. That's what she's been able to build by showing up and doing her social media presence. So today, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 8 hours ago, here she is.
Concert this Friday night at 7 p.m. Central, and you can join me by clicking on the link in the description of this video.
Okay.
And grabbing your ticket. As soon as you grab your ticket, I'm going to send you the link where you can.
Okay, here's 8 hours ago, 12 hours ago. I'll be drawing a name out of my hat tomorrow morning for this bucket full of gear. She's doing giveaways. She just took a quick little picture and she posted it up. Here she was live again 12 hours ago. Once again, every tip jar hit gets you in the tip jar of merch. So now she's bribing people.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to put you in the drawing for the tip jar full of gear.
Okay, so she is consistent, and that's why she does well. Here she is with a nice image. Here she is with just a quick little 8-second video. Okay, then she also put a link to be able to go grab some gear. You get to have as much fun as you want and get as creative as you want, but you got to show up to work every day. For Twitter, your ultimate goal is to get to where people notify you. So now I'm able to go in and thank people. So replying to @Vivian Hicks, Rick Barker, I was just in Nashville. She's tagging all these different companies. The reason she's tagging these companies is because she wants us to see them and she wants to show up in my notifications, and she did. So I'm going to put my office is just across the street. Helps if I spell. Okay, tweet. So I just responded back to her. Now, this is going to go directly to her. I also like to check messages. What's neat is I can go in and see if anybody else who's verified. I thank you for adding cake to Apple Music. I wrote awesome. Callie wrote he liked it. I'm able to see it. So how do you go out and find the engaged fan? So when you're really figuring out who you are as an artist, and you've identified, like I said, we've already assumed that you figured all this stuff out. You know who you are. You know, let's just say, we'll use Taylor as an example. If you go out and try to follow every Taylor Swift fan, so there's programs that you can use like this. I'll just go here to, it's called Crowdfire. So Crowdfire is an app. It's a tool, Crowdfire app. It will go out, sign in with my Twitter. So now what it's going to do is it's going to go out and I can go and I can follow people. So if I want to, here's the different accounts. Here's Rick Barker. Okay. Home, images, your post. Where are we at? I don't see where it's at on here. Here we go. Rick Barker music. You're going to be able to go out and you're going to try to, let me go here to Status Brew instead. I use this one, Maddie. Uses Crowdfire. So these are things that I pay like $9 a month to be able to do it. So if I want to go out, gives me my analytics and things like that. So if I want to audience, okay, followers count, people that are following me, followers following. It tells me who they are, gives me a chance to go in. I can always go to, let me go to me. So I can go, where's it at real quick? Followers. No, where's it at? People you follow back but are not following you. Grow my following. There it is, tweet search. So I can go use a hashtag. So I'm going to go use the hashtag American Idol. Why would you want to go follow people who are tweeting with the hashtag American Idol? The reason that you would is because these people support independent artists. So it's able to tell you that they tweeted just a few seconds ago. So if you follow this person, do you think there is a good chance that they will follow you back considering they were on just a few minutes ago? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hit. First, I got to make sure it's me. Let me do that again. We run the accounts for a lot of different people. So American Idol is on right now. I was the social media mentor for American Idol. I manage the American Idol winner, so I'm just going to go hit follow, 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 follow. So I just went and I followed some people, okay? So if you say that you're like Taylor Swift, okay, here's all these different people. An hour ago, you can do it by last tweeted. This is why if you have a program like this, it works. But let's say that you don't have this program, and let's say that you want to go follow engaged people. Here's how I do it. So let's go to Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor Swift has 85.6 million followers. And if you click on this, it doesn't really tell you much about any of these people. We want to follow engaged people. We just don't want to follow a number. We want to follow people. So what I like to do is this. I will go to her most recent post. Now, she doesn't post a lot on Twitter. Okay, let me just say that right now. So let's find somebody who does. Let's go to Ariana Grande. I want to use a real good example for you. So Ariana Grande does not use Twitter a lot. She shut down her account. She has not tweeted since 2017. So she left Twitter once again. Let's go to Katy Perry. I know Katy is tweeting a lot right now because she's on American Idol. So Katy Perry, she tweeted 1 hour ago. Okay. Now you see here where it says 291 people commented. Those are what I call engaged fans. So you're going to click on those people and it's going to, you're going to click on the side here. Click on the side. You're going to scroll down and it's going to say 453 people retweeted, 292 people. So let's click on the retweet. And it's going to give you a chance to go follow those people. You could click follow, follow, follow. Show some people I'm already following. It'll show you who you're already following. These are the people that you can go and follow immediately. If they retweeted it, it meant they were also engaged. Those are the types of people you're allowed inside this to follow up to 100. I think it will keep rotating it in. You're able to go in and just follow whatever it is that they're able to let you, or you go buy a program. You can do month on, month off, whatever. You can go in and use things like Status Brew to be able to go in and follow people as well. You can go in. Here's some suggestions. It's going to give you suggestions. So let's say that we want to inactive following. Okay. So these people, I like to keep my numbers clean. The reason why you want to keep your numbers clean is because you want to make sure that when, so this 2 years ago, goodbye, 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 goodbye. If they're not tweeting, I don't want them. Okay? If you're not on the platform, why clutter up my feed? You got it? You see what I'm saying? So you can just go and unfollow people there as well too. So I know that was a long time inside of Twitter, but I love Twitter because it's so instant. You can go to create a thing. It's called ads.twitter.com. Now, you have to put in a credit card, but you do not have to run ads, okay? So let me say that to you. You just have to put in a credit card. And then what you can do is you can go in and see your audience insights, your tweet activity. You can go click to see which ones are your tweets. So I've earned almost 500,000 impressions over the last month. This one had a lot of engagement. I can go in on the audience insights, and it's going to tell me, here's some Cambridge Analytica stuff, you know, pretty much a little bit about what else are my people interested in. Comedy, so maybe I want to post some funny stuff. Music, movies, this helps, you know, with picking that up. Also too, on your creatives with your media, any bit of media that you've ever done on there, it keeps it for you. So you can go back in and you can reuse the same piece of equipment. If it worked, recycle your winners, you know. So here's where you can go and you can see the analytics, tweet activity. You can go see which ones might have worked. You know, if you get something that got a lot of reach, like this one, 2,400, that was a good one. So I can go, I can view the tweet activity. It shows me what the image was. If, you know, total engagements, the likes, the reach. There's so much different stuff you can learn about this, but I like, because I don't have to go back and find it, it shows me everything I've ever used, and I can go in and reuse it, and I can just write something different. I can also schedule with inside Twitter for free. So if you want to schedule something for breakfast, something for lunch, something for dinner, you're able to do that, okay? So that's Twitter. With Facebook, it's the same way. I would highly recommend inside. We'll just go to my Facebook real quick. The easiest way for you to schedule there is to just basically, as you see right now, we have 3 drafts. You can go in, I can write something. After I'm done writing it, you know, this is a test. Over here where it says publish, you can go schedule. And you pick the time that you want it to schedule, and it will set up and it will schedule for you, okay? Another thing that I want you to understand is that right now, when you upload, after you've uploaded a video, you can caption it. It will caption for you. I teach a whole class on all of that stuff, but just know that there are certain things that you need to be doing. People listen silently, you know, so you want to make sure. I use this space up here, as you can see this. Stop making music for you, unless you plan on buying it all. Too many of you are like, dude, I just want to do my art. This is what I was feeling. Great. Is somebody else feeling it? Because if not, if you're the only one feeling it, they call that masturbation. You know? Okay. So you've got the ability to put a cool little video up here if you want. They'll learn more. You can send them to watch one of your videos. Use all this real estate that's available for you here. This will help with your fan engagement. Also, too, let me just mute that real quick. Your story. Look how cool that looks. It looks like a blog right now. Okay? So I can hit publish. Boom. Now it's published. When you look at it, when you make any changes to it. So right now, it now sits real pretty over here on the side. You know, you can start a live video right from your computer now. Share photos. There's so much you can do with this stuff. But this is how you go and engage. Also, too, real quick, let's go back to Twitter real quick. When you go into your notifications, here's what I like to do. I go into my notifications. These people have all commented or something, okay? So these people started following me. So I can scroll over and make sure that I'm following them back. Okay, this happened within the last hour. Okay, so this person, she tagged me, I went in and I commented. Okay, this person, he does say, I know, but seriously, if you're interested in a career in the music business as an artist, listen to this guy. So he's talking about my podcast. Thanks, Stephen. So what I did is I made fun of myself today. He's responding to this. I was listening back to my podcast and I say, you know a lot. I said, you can turn my podcast into a drinking game or a workout tool. Every time I say, you know, take a shot or do a push-up, you'll end up drunk or in great shape. Okay, so this is getting some pretty interesting response. So as I'm going through notifications, I'm able to see this. I'll have to check it out tomorrow. You can like it. My favorite podcast in no order. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Heather. So now this is going to show up not on Heather's feed. It's going to show up in her notifications. Now Heather and I are at a different level in our relationship, and that's how we start engaging people and saying thank you. Okay? So go in, make sure you're doing that. On Instagram, it's all images. You saw that earlier. Everything's about images. Make sure you utilize your bio. There's this thing. It's called Linktree, linktr.ee. Instagram only gives you one link. You can't put links in the post. You can't put links in the comments. So we went to this thing. It's a free service called Linktree. You click on it. And inside my Linktree, I can have them go to my podcast. I can have them go get a book. I can go get them to do free music and free training. All right? Cool. All right. So what happens at the end of the week when you go through and you realize that you're maybe not getting your music shared or maybe your post? You want to go in and reevaluate what's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my insights, especially inside my Facebook. This is where I focus a lot at. Now, so this is telling me what's going on this week. If I want to go into my post, where is it at? Post. This chart right here in post shows me the best time that I could possibly reach my people. I let Facebook go out and do the work. So noon, 4, this time frame in here from noon to 9 p.m. is a good time for me to post. So I'll hit something up here about the 9 a.m. time. Shows me what my best days are, what my potential reach is. It also goes down here and you can see which posts are working. Okay, you can see the reach. You can see, the engagement. If you see something that's working, go ahead and say, okay, this one didn't really get much. I wonder why. So go in and maybe see if you asked the question wrong. You know, it's in the beginning stages of a relationship with these folks. It's really hard to say, hey, here's my video. Listen to it and tell me what you think, especially if the video is like 3 minutes. We might not be there yet in our relationship. So you may start with just a 30-second piece. You may hold up two hats. Which one should I wear? They'll give you their opinion on simple, quick, and easy things. So just really start there. So if you're going in and you're not seeing your music's getting played or shared or listened to, you might want to work on your music. If you're not seeing that your images are getting shared, really take a look and reevaluate what it is that's happening. And that takes time. And the better you get at it, the better you know your audience, the more you're going to understand what it is that they want. You don't always have to post things about yourself. You can share things about them. You can go into Twitter real quick. And if we're on the homepage of Twitter, you're going to see what the rest of the world is talking about. Voice knockouts. Boom. Go click into the voice knockouts. See all these people here? These are people I'd be talking to, man, especially if you're a musician. You know, it's like go in and get involved in the conversation. You know, you can just go in and say something like, congrats, dude. Something simple. Reply. Now I'm in the conversation. Now I am part of the situation. I'm going to go here to Ray Shun. I'm going to go follow him. It's pretty sad that he's got very few followers. No one's really teaching him anything, but hey, they don't have me on the show helping them out. So this went much longer than I had anticipated. I hope you are okay with that. We covered a lot of ground. So on the reevaluate your week, make sure you're posting at the right time. Check your insights. maybe phrase your questions a little different. If you're wanting to have someone answer a question, ask a question. We can't always assume that they're going to figure it out on their own, okay? It's up to us to really help them out with that. So that's one of the things that you can do too. So I appreciate you guys very much. I thank you for allowing me to spend this extra time with you. I hope I haven't bored you. This information, I guarantee you, will make a difference if you put it to good use. And you've got a couple other cool things coming your way as well. But I appreciate you taking the time to be with me. I hope this has helped you out. And I will talk to you again sooner rather than later. Ciao.